What made you decide to come back to Nebraska?
It was the feeling I had after we lost to Wisconsin in overtime on that Saturday night game. It just came in the locker room, and I was crushed because I really wanted to leave this place in a winning place. And I mean, I'd been thinking about it, since the beginning of the season as the season went on, and I really wasn't sure. But after that game, I was like, you know what? I'm going in there tomorrow, and I'm talking to my coach, and I'm talking to Coach Rhule, saying I want to come back.
What is the best thing about playing for Coach Rhule?
I think it's just the I want to say love, because I mean you could tell that he deeply loves what he does, but he also loves us as players, and he truly wants what's best for us. And as we go out there and practice, and I mean just watching him attack, and his mentality switches when he goes out to practice. I mean he's talking to us, we're talking back to him. I mean it's a good competitive kind of culture that we've built out there at practice.
Does Coach Rhule have any weird quirks?
I mean, him himself, he's a weird quirk. I mean, that guy, he's always just like kind of looking like he's thinking going 100,000 miles per hour. I mean, when you talk to him, he might be talking to you about something, but he's thinking about something else, and then all of a sudden he brings that thought into the conversation, and it's just like, where are you right now? But I mean, he's a quirky guy himself.
The Huskers haven't been to a bowl since 2017. It's the longest streak in Power 4 right now. Is it a must for you guys to break that streak this year?
I'd say so. As as a team. I mean, and especially us older guys. I mean, that's also why I wanted to come back. I mean, I wanted to experience college football for what it is. I mean, I've had a blast since I've came here in 2019. But it's definitely one of our goals for this season. We definitely want to go as far as we can, and with how our guys have been this summer, and the work that we put in, I could see that happening.
Defense last year was stout. I personally enjoyed watching it a ton. We've seen other teams in the conference, and Iowa, Michigan last year, really good defense that have had success built off of that side of the ball. Do you think that's a sustainable formula for you guys?
100%. I mean, Coach White has done a great job with us these past 6 months. I mean, his thing is, it's a new page in the book. Last year doesn't matter. You got new guys out there, and it's been really awesome to see, the young guys that have to fill those roles where we're going to need them the most to mature and become football ready. And then just to watch us older guys, come even closer as a group and kind of, take the reins. Coach Rhule's done a great job at, emphasizing, a player-led team's a winning team. And so I think us older guys have, taken that to heart, and we've taken control.
You got Colorado in week 2. What unique challenges do you see going up against Coach Prime?
I mean, Coach Prime, he's got, a resume that goes on and on and on. I mean, he's a great football player and, even better coach. I'm really excited to go back and be able to play a full game against them. Last year I had to sit out the first half for targeting penalty in Minnesota, but I won't get into that. But yeah, no, I'm just super excited. They're a great team. It's great to have that kind of rivalry back with them, so I'm excited.
Are you more excited about the new teams that are coming into the conference, or do you see it as more of a challenge?
No, I'm excited. I mean, those are all great programs that we're adding to the conference. Going out there to be able to play at USC at the Coliseum, playing UCLA. I mean, I know a former coach here, Coach Tony Washington. He's out there with them now. He coached me when he was here, and then Coach Tuioti over at Oregon, who also coached me as a defensive line. So, I'm really excited. I mean, they're great teams to add to the Big Ten.
Does the expanded college football playoff change your expectations for the season at all?
It definitely gives, I think, more opportunity to us and to all the teams that are eligible to be in the college football playoff. And I'm excited because, obviously what I've seen, the work that we put in, I think, like I said, we want to go as far as we can.
When this season is over, what do you hope you achieved?
To leave Nebraska in a better place than how I found it. So in 2019, that was a big selling point to me, was to come and help bring back Nebraska football with Coach Frost and be part of the rebuild here. And, that's why my loyalty to Nebraska has been a big part of me as well. That's why I won't go anywhere else. I love it here. I love it there too much.
What do you love most about playing football in Nebraska?
I think just the rich history in the defense, being able, former players come out to practice all the time, get to pick their brain on what it was like to play back then. Just out there. I was talking to Jay Foreman and Jason Peter, who used to come out to practice all the time. And Jason Peter would be in my ear, and just kind of that mentality that they had when they were winning winning in the 90s, winning their national championship. So, I mean, that's definitely what it took then, so I don't see why it wouldn't take that now.
Do you have a secret favorite thing about being at Nebraska?
I wouldn't say there's nothing secretive about Nebraska. I mean, it's pretty laid back. It's pretty calm. With the new facility that we got, I mean, we're freaking spoiled. But I mean, just the people there, love them. They're our biggest supporters. I mean, it's love everywhere when you part of Nebraska.
All right, we're going to get into a couple of questions about the Black Friday game at the end of the year against Iowa. So, first one for you. How would you describe the rivalry against Iowa?
It's there. I mean, every year that's probably the game I look forward to the most, whether we play there or play at home. Especially now with it being a night game, I think it's just going to add more to the atmosphere and to the impact of the game.
What is the biggest thing that you're thankful for this year?
I think just the opportunity, to come back. Unfortunately with COVID, I mean, it added another year. Fortunately for me, but how COVID happened. But being able to come back for another year and to learn under Coach Rhule and get stronger with Coach Campbell and his staff, and especially with Coach Knighton, who, I mean, he was just in the league not too long ago, and also was a true interior defensive lineman. I mean, to learn the tricks and tips that he's given us has been pretty helpful.
All right, so one of the things for me about Thanksgiving is I actually think the best part is Black Friday because of the leftovers from Thanksgiving. Are you a Thanksgiving leftover guy? Like, what's your go-to leftover meal?
I'd probably go with the ham, some stuffing, mashed potatoes for sure, and there's got to be some dessert in there that's probably left over from the day before.
Do you, your family, or even as a team, do you have any Thanksgiving traditions?
Not too much as family. We just usually have a home cooked meal with everyone around us. The team usually has, since I haven't been able to go home for Thanksgiving the past few years, team usually has a Thanksgiving either earlier in the week or a couple of days before.